What's going on, fam? Here we are again, one more time, trying to see what's going on. Can't help it. If you listened to that speech last night and all the stories that was told, this brother, he's delusional, if you ask me. You put those tariffs on Mexico and Canada and China, 25%. And so, don't worry, the American people will not be affected. You have at least 15 fruits and vegetables that come from Mexico, primarily avocados. We don't grow them, not like they do. And a lot of the vegetables that are imported because they have the tropical weather to grow them. Then you look at, man, I'm a tequila drinker. Only place you find tequila is in Mexico. But it's not going to affect us? Come on. And then I find out Canada supplies us with electricity. And the only thing I would do is that 25% you put on me, I'm going to put on your electric bill. I'm going to jack it by 25%. Let's talk. Because you look and act like you have the world and you controlling them. It's not the case. They're going to start pushing back. They already are pushing back. He put a tariff on Canada and Mexico. The auto worker said, well, wait a minute. We're going to end up jacking your cars by $22,000. Huh? Come on. What we doing? Mafioso. He got the House. He got the Senate and the Supreme Court. And if you looked at yesterday, they up there applauding, just as happy. Now the Democrats stood up through an hour and a half of him running his mouth. Come on, what's going on with that? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. But we're going to see it, and we're going to feel it. Stand by. Get ready. Because they're going to pass it on. Is all they're going to do. That's what happens when you impose tariffs on a country that's importing your products, your produce, your technology. They doing this for you. And you're going to say, well, you need to come on and move to America and produce your products here. And then they reverse it. If I move my company here and produce my product here and I got to ship it out, that foreign country is going to say, yeah, welcome to my tariffs. It's a back and forth. And we're the victims. Let's understand, it may differ just a little. No, that's not the case. It's going to be violent. It's going to be painful. Imagine you're already scraping by. And then your grocery bill that you pay about a part of $200 a month, now going to become $300 a month. Where are you going to get that extra $100 from? What bill are you going to sacrifice just so you can eat? What bill are you going to sacrifice because your electricity bill has skyrocketed? Wow. What bill are you going to neglect because the gas prices is as well? He knows what he's doing. He's fattening his pocket. He's making things right for his constituents, which are billionaires. How you put Elon Musk in charge of your efficiency when you paying him billions on contracts? Let's understand that. For Tesla, America is paying Elon Musk billions in contracts for him. And he's overseeing You didn't start with your own company, did you? You should have. The most richest man in the world is over efficiency. For who? For who? He's not thinking about me. He's not thinking about you. He don't even care about your retirement. Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. Who developed it? If I'm not mistaken, it's America that told us we had to pay into Social Security. It's America who has us paying taxes. Come on. And you're in the middle of them saying, you know, this is not right. We already know what happens to people who do Ponzi schemes. They normally end up in jail. So who are you going to charge? Who are you going to arrest? Who are you going to bring up? Because if Social Security is a Ponzi scheme, that's illegal. But you're making me pay into it. So I've been paying into Social Security the better part of 62 years, well, 42 years. What happens to that money? Have you been taking my money and using it for other government projects? And that's probably what he uncovered. Well, you know, all the money that's been going into the Social Security has been used in other avenues that we needed to fund. So now, after 42 years, and I'm coming up on retirement, and you telling me I don't have a retirement for Social Security? You tell me my 401 is going to be affected because of all the tariffs and everything he's putting in place. He's destroying us. Look at it and tell me it's not so. He is bringing America to its knees and taking all the money in the process. Let's talk. I got a lot of shit to say because this is just not, oh, excuse me. I didn't vote for him. First of all, let's clear that up. And anyone listening to looking at this, if you voted for him, shame on you. Now we all finna be affected by what you thought was the right thing to do. Put a Republican in. They know what to do. Yeah, we get in bed with the enemy. We've been enemies with Russia for a better part of 80 years. And now he want to be buddies with them? They say if you ever seen the memes, they show them with Trump on a leash and Putin got the hand on it. That's his puppet. Come on. Let's talk about it. How you accuse a country of invading a country that invaded you? Well, you know, you started the war. Huh? He came and invaded me and you telling me I started it? Get on out of here. But see, that's the game that he plays. He's a master manipulator. You know, he uses words that really get your attention. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's magnificent. Oh, I just can't understand the way that we have set this up. Oh, kudos, pop your collar. We did it. What did you do? Going to take America into something worse than a recession? Beyond a depression? Nobody going to have money but you and your cronies. But, yeah, what are we going to do? I tell you, fam, get ready to tighten your belt. Yeah, get ready to tighten your belt. Because this is not going to end good for us. And I say America when I say us. I don't mean us as a nation of people here in America. I don't mean those that have migrated. Don't even talk about migration. He's now asking Congress to help. I need help deporting these immigrants. You didn't say that when you was running. You had a master plan that you knew was going to work. Deportation at its highest level. And already 6 weeks in and you need help. Yeah, somebody didn't think this through. Somebody didn't think his whole presidency through. He didn't came in here and just started, boom, executive order, boom, executive order. Oh, as of Monday, the American language, the language of America, has now been established. English is now the language established by Trump, and his executive order is our language. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean you can't speak no other language in the workforce? That's not good. Does that mean you have to be able now to speak the language no matter what job you hold? That's not good. So now everything, and once he starts to give us that notion of what that means as far as English being the language of America, what that means. Leaving all the other countries out. Because if you look at when you do applications, when you apply for anything, they have it in different languages. Because we are a melting pot. Because we have so many nationalities here at this present time, you couldn't. Well, you could have. If you'd have did it 80 years ago, everybody here would speak one language. Because part of the stipulation to come here, you have to be able to speak the language. Because that English is the language of America. So we're going to see now. Yeah, he done did this. He done took the gloves off. He's swinging. He throwing bolos from every direction now. He trying to... Man, come on. He has really set us up for failure. So we're going to talk about it. Because it's crazy. It's that segment. This is crazy. What we're currently into. This dictatorship, nationalism, authoritarian, king. That's crazy. We have been based in a democracy for 250 years since the existence of America, since we broke off from Europe. Yeah. And it's crazy because now he's also implemented the Monroe Doctrine. And if you know what that is, so back in the presidents of old, when they was coming up trying to establish who America was and who we are and what we doing and why we here and how we standing on our own before we really became a power nation as we are today, probably won't be that long. But they had to establish the Monroe Doctrine so that Europe would not come and colonize Latin America or North America. That was part of the agreement of the Monroe Doctrine. And at the same time, it was said that the United States would not intervene in European business. The Ukraine, Russia, Germany. That we wouldn't get part of it. And understanding that, you can see why it took us so long even to get into the World War I and World War II. But now, because he couldn't get Zelensky to bow down, he bowed down now. But at that time in the White House last Friday when he had that little scuffle, a little misunderstanding, that yelling and screaming and shouting at each other, and then they blamed him for it. One thing you'll learn about Republicans, they take no responsibility for nothing. They do. Don't believe it? Look at the president. I ain't do it. And he rightfully so. You voted me in. I didn't do this. You did. You voted me in. So now, you need to take hold to what I'm doing because you put me here to do what I want to do. Wow. It's crazy. But it's the times that this is 2025. the times that we are now living in. And it's crazy that we could be at this point of a major transition from a democratic democracy to now authoritarian dictator, king, nationalist. Can't call him president no more. Can't call him president. President means you are for the people, by the people, and with the people. Democracy, dictator, I'm about myself. Authoritarian, I'm about myself. King, I am about myself. Nationalism, that's new. But it's still selfishness. Self-centered, give me, give me, give me, give me. I'm going to take it all. And that's what he's doing. It's crazy. But it's the time we're in. Like I say, stay up. Stay prepared. I'm going to add that one to it. And be blessed. This is just the beginning.